This is one of the first things women notice about older men. Forget expensive watches and luxury cars. It's not really about that, and it's not even about grey hair. If you still think attraction is directly linked to money, you're probably missing the point entirely. In the next few minutes, we're going to explore 3 qualities that women detect almost immediately. These qualities aren't directly related to age. They stem from a much deeper level: life experience, maturity, and the wisdom gained through trials. And at the end, we'll reveal a hidden factor that makes a man truly unforgettable. Before we begin, a huge thank you to everyone who supports this channel. Thanks to you, all of this is possible. If you'd like to join this community, you'll find the link in the description. Members have access to private videos, can watch new episodes before everyone else, and also enjoy exclusive content that isn't available anywhere else. Now, let's get started. There's a widespread belief that older men can only attract younger women through material advantages, expensive dinners, high social status, or other outward signs of success. However, if you observe women closely, not just what they say, but also how they react, you'll soon realize that this idea is far from the truth. What a woman perceives during the first few minutes of an encounter is rarely related to appearance. Much more important is the energy a man exudes. And this is where things get interesting. That presence can't be bought or faked. It's built from a man's relationship with himself, his experience, his emotional maturity, and genuine self-awareness. Older men often have an advantage in this regard, not only because of their age, but because life has already taught them lessons that no book can impart. Today, we're going to analyze 3 of these qualities, 3 traits that women perceive almost instantly. It's precisely these traits that often generate a deeper and more lasting attraction than any physical attribute. These aren't tricks or techniques. They are the natural byproducts of a life well lived, of challenges overcome, and of wisdom earned through experience. And the best part? They are available to any man willing to do the inner work. The first quality has absolutely nothing to do with material things. In fact, many women perceive it even before they can describe it. It's the energy of presence. It can be compared to a kind of silent, invisible aura. Men who have undergone real trials, who have faced difficulties and grown from them, often develop a sense of calm and inner balance. Women are naturally attracted to men who maintain self-control, even when things don't go as planned. How does this manifest in everyday life? Imagine a common situation. A small mistake occurs, an awkward moment arises, or a minor inconvenience catches the eye. A young man might become visibly nervous. He might try too hard to show that everything is under control. However, the paradox is that this often has the opposite effect. Instead of reducing the tension, it increases it. An older man typically responds differently. Not because he doesn't care, but because he has already faced much more significant situations throughout his life. He pauses, organizes his thoughts, calmly resolves the problem, and prevents a minor annoyance from escalating into a major conflict. A single reaction like this communicates a powerful message without words: emotional control, serene confidence, and inner stability. That's what women truly perceive. They don't do so through conscious analysis, but intuitively. They simply sense that this man possesses emotional stability. This quality is not about being cold or unfeeling. It's about being the calm in the storm, the anchor in chaos. And that is deeply attractive because it promises safety and reliability. Now, let's delve a little deeper. Why do some men develop this quality while others don't? Emotional stability isn't something you're born with. It's a skill built through experience, self-reflection, and discipline. In psychology, this is called emotional regulation, the ability to respond consciously to a situation instead of acting on the first emotion that arises. At first glance, the difference may seem minimal, but in practice, it changes everything. A reaction occurs when a person allows the initial emotional impulse to dictate their behavior. A response occurs when they recognize that impulse and then consciously choose how to act. That simple difference influences the quality of every interaction, relationships, work, and daily life. Women perceive this difference almost immediately, not because they consciously analyze it, but because they feel it in their bodies. A man who reacts is unpredictable. A man who responds is trustworthy. And trust, more than any other quality, is the foundation of lasting attraction. This is where Stoic philosophy becomes invaluable. The Stoics understood that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the essence of presence. It is the ability to remain centered regardless of external circumstances. The second quality women notice is the ability to truly listen. This goes far beyond simply hearing words. It's about being fully present in the conversation, without distraction, without the urge to interrupt or offer unsolicited advice. In a world where everyone is constantly distracted by phones, notifications, and their own internal chatter, the ability to give someone your undivided attention has become a rare and precious gift. When a man listens this way, he makes a woman feel seen, heard, and valued, and that feeling is profoundly attractive. Many men make the mistake of believing that attraction is built through impressive stories or clever remarks. But the truth is, the deepest connections are built when a woman feels that her thoughts and feelings genuinely matter to you. This is not about agreeing with everything she says. It's about respecting her perspective and engaging with it thoughtfully. An older man who has learned to listen well has a significant advantage because he understands that conversation is not a competition. He doesn't need to prove his intelligence or dominance. He can simply be present and curious. And that curiosity is magnetic. It signals that he is interested in her as a person, not just as an object of attraction. The third quality is emotional intelligence. This is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage not only your own emotions but also the emotions of others. Women are often more attuned to emotional nuances, and they can sense when a man lacks this quality. Emotional intelligence manifests in many ways. It's the ability to sense when she needs space versus when she needs support. It's the ability to navigate difficult conversations without becoming defensive or aggressive. It's the ability to express your own feelings in a way that is clear and honest without being overwhelming. This is a quality that often deepens with age because it requires experience, mistakes, and self-reflection. A man who has developed emotional intelligence is someone a woman feels safe with because she knows he can handle the complexities of human connection without falling apart or lashing out. He is not threatened by emotions. He understands them. And that understanding creates a bond that goes far beyond surface-level attraction. Now, here is the hidden factor that makes a man truly unforgettable. It is the quality of genuine humility. Not false modesty or self-deprecation, but a quiet confidence that is not threatened by others' success or opinions. A humble man does not need to constantly prove himself. He is secure in who he is. He can admit when he is wrong. He can learn from others. He can celebrate others' victories without feeling diminished. This humility is incredibly disarming and deeply attractive because it signals that he is not performing. He is simply being himself. And that authenticity is what women truly long for. It is what makes a man stand out in a world full of men trying to impress. When you combine presence, listening, emotional intelligence, and genuine humility, you become someone who is not just attractive, but unforgettable. You become a man who leaves an imprint on her heart and mind long after you've left the room. And that is the true power of age and wisdom.